Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel.
Welcome back to the ABC General Hospital Spoilers channel. Today we will learn about the intricate events and passionate confrontations unfolding in Port Charles for the Wednesday, November 5th episode. With relationships crumbling, alliances shifting, and secrets bubbling to the surface, viewers can expect a whirlwind of drama and surprises that threaten to change the landscape of the town forever. Tracy Quartermain's battle for the Quartermain mansion. The spotlight first falls on the formidable Tracy Quartermain, who, after retrieving the legitimate will and finding Monica Quartermain's heartfelt letter, experiences a surge of resolve to claim her rightful home. Reinvigorated by Monica's last words, Tracy makes an assertive demand to Veronica Ronnie Bard to vacate the premises immediately. Her voice resonates with authority as she confronts Ronnie, and the moment is laced with years of family loyalty and bitter rivalry. While Tracy's infamous declaration, "It's my house, Monica left it to me," echoes through the mansion, the tension in the room is palpable. Yet, speculation swirls about whether Tracy's wrath is reserved solely for Ronnie or if there are other opportunistic family members in her crosshairs. The grandeur of the Quartermain estate, filled with portraits and ancestral relics, becomes the silent witness to another legendary Quartermain showdown. Struggles and intrigue in the Quartermain living room. Meanwhile, the drama intensifies as Michael Corinthos, Olivia Quartermain, and Brooke Lynn Quartermain converge in the living room. Their divided loyalties amplify the stakes of Tracy's confrontation. Michael stands firm, perhaps ready to defend Ronnie, while Olivia's heart is torn between keeping the peace and preserving the family legacy. Brooke Lynn, never shy about voicing her opinions, might escalate the quarrel with sharp commentary raising the question, will Tracy's authority be challenged further? Or will her iron win the day? Just as the situation seems on the brink of chaos, Ned Quartermain and Harrison Chase make their own dramatic entrance, escorting a disgruntled Martin Gray toward Mayor Laura Collins' office. These new arrivals threaten to upend the delicate balance, infusing the household with an undercurrent of suspense that refuses to dissipate. Portia's explosive jealousy. On the other side of town, Portia Robinson's world turns upside down when she witnesses Curtis Ashford caught in a passionate embrace with Jordan Ashford. Though Portia manages to conceal herself before being noticed, her shock gives way to a mix of heartbreak and fury. Her initial plan to confront Jordan for divulging the details of her recent pregnancy to Curtis evolves instantly into something far more volatile. Storming into Jordan's path, Portia unleashes a torrent of questions, each one more desperate than the last. Was Jordan waiting for Curtis, or is there more to their relationship than meets the eye? Despite the looming divorce proceedings, Portia angrily refers to Curtis as her husband, fueling a confrontation that brims with unresolved emotions and sharp accusations. The memory of Portia's own infidelity, a secret she thought was buried, now reemerges as the focal point of their escalating animosity. Curtis's moment of clarity. Curtis, meanwhile, finds solace and moral support in a private conversation with his father, Marshall Ashford. The scene is steeped in emotional weight, as Curtis finally admits to Marshall that his heart remains with Jordan. Curtis reveals his inner turmoil, recounting how his marriage with Portia was doomed long before the current scandal, and that only with Jordan does he feel genuinely at peace. Marshall, ever the wise patriarch, listens silently before offering advice, a mixture of caution and encouragement, alerting Curtis to the dangers of acting too hastily while not suppressing the happiness he might rediscover with Jordan. This heartfelt dialogue brings to light the generational complexities of love and trust, illustrating how personal histories can shape the present in unexpected ways. Drew, Sunny, and a tangled web of suspicions. Elsewhere, an unexpected collision takes place in Alexis Davis' office, where Drew Kane interrupts a heated discussion between Sunny Corinthos and Alexis. Drew, upon seeing Sunny, a notorious mafioso, occupying Alexis' attention, immediately questions her judgment. The conversation grows tense as Sunny, ever the tactician, proposes a new theory that Portia could be implicated in the ongoing investigation regarding Willow Tate's predicament. However, Drew's abrupt interruption sparks a new round of verbal sparring between him and Alexis, straining their professional and personal dynamic. As the trio's voices rise, Alexis is forced to play mediator, aiming to steer the meeting back toward legal protocol while Drew secretly contemplates reactivating restraining orders to protect Scout Kane. The blend of legal intrigue, personal vendettas, and mob politics keeps viewers guessing about what Drew's next strategic move might be. The sinister return of Jens Sidwell. Not far from the main action, a new threat brews as Jens Sidwell re-enters the fray, emerging from Laura Collins' office with his demands unmet and a twisted agenda in mind. In a darkened basement, perhaps part of Port Charles University, or hidden beneath General Hospital, Jens menacingly instructs a mysterious captive to do his bidding. Sidwell's voice, cold and unwavering, hints at a plan decades in the making, with implications reaching far beyond petty revenge. The setting, reminiscent of the place where Sasha Corbin narrowly escaped death, intensifies the chilling parallel, suggesting that Jens's ambitions and capacity for cruelty have only grown. Who has he trapped this time, and what larger scheme is afoot in the shadows of Port Charles? Britt Westburn's dangerous dilemma. Inside General Hospital, Britt Westburn faces a new and deeply personal threat. Jason Morgan confronts her with urgent news, causing her to exclaim, "You can't be serious." The shock in Britt's expression reveals that Jason is not merely delivering gossip, but something gravely important, possibly involving Anna Devane and secrets about Britt's infamous father, Caesar Faison. The question of whether Faison still draws breath looms menacingly, and the mysterious C marked on a recent package of Huntington's shots delivered with a cryptic note only deepens the enigma. Britt's intuitive reaction, combined with the chilling coincidence of Nathan West's tragic accident the same day, leads her to suspect a sinister message hidden within the medicine. As she weighs Jason's warning, the looming specter of her family's dark legacy threatens to envelop her once again, forcing Britt to confront old fears and new dangers without knowing whom to trust. Next, we will learn about the explosive new dynamics brewing in Port Charles as Ava Jerome and Jens Sidwell's relationship takes a dangerous, dramatic turn that's captivating fans and shaking up the power structure in unexpected ways. The spark that ignited a dangerous romance. This November, viewers witness Ava Jerome stepping into a whole new chapter of her life, one that pulses with intrigue and unfettered risk. For months, speculation swirled about whether Ava would ever recover emotionally after her turmoil-laden marriage to Nicholas Casadini, one marked by manipulation and betrayal. But now, Ava's resilience is on full display, as she not only bounces back, but plunges headlong into an intense flirtation with the enigmatic Jens Sidwell, a man whose reputation for game-changing strategies rivals the Casadines themselves. Sidwell is no ordinary soap opera villain. With his world-spanning network, shadowy motives, and inexhaustible patience, he's made it his mission to undermine Sonny Corinthos, the most powerful mobster in town. But unexpectedly, what catches Sidwell's eye isn't just Ava's beauty or social standing. It's her razor-sharp mind. When Ava demonstrates her cunning, providing a window into her capacity to manipulate events around her, the chemistry between them erupts into something much deeper and significantly more perilous than mere attraction. From flirtation to strategic alliance. Unlike most romantic subplots in Port Charles, this one isn't about fantasy or fleeting passion. It's about two characters who see each other's true colors and respect the intellect behind each move. Sidwell, who now commands Windermere, the grand estate that Ava once called home during her marriage to Nicholas Cleverly, orchestrates their encounters in this psychologically loaded locale. Every conversation in the castle feels charged with layered meaning, referencing past betrayals and setting the stage for future power plays. Their conversations aren't idle chit-chat. They are strategic exchanges saturated with subtext, veiled warnings, and hidden promises. Ava, no stranger to the high-stakes game, leverages her own formidable resources and intelligence network. Some suggest she might offer Sidwell vital intelligence on Sonny, his patterns, his weakest links, or even his ambitions, making her invaluable to Sidwell's plans. But Ava, as fans know, is always several steps ahead. She is just as likely to outmaneuver Sidwell, flipping the power balance by exploiting overlooked details or turning his own schemes against him. Unraveling the psychological underpinnings. Ava's marriage to Nicholas was a powder keg from the beginning, filled with blackmail, battles for control, and a relentless hunger for the Casadini fortune. Those scars have not simply faded away, they've taught her hard lessons about loyalty, vulnerability, and the risks of trusting another dangerous man. With Sidwell, the stakes are even higher. He operates not on emotion, but on calculated advantage, making him all the more formidable. The psychological parallels between Nicholas and Sidwell are impossible to ignore. Both men possess a capacity for cruelty and strategic brilliance. However, Sidwell distinguishes himself by his refusal to be swayed by passion. Every move is precise, intentional, and designed for maximum impact. For Ava, the question looms, has she truly learned from her previous heartbreaks, or is she bound to repeat history? Falling once more for a man who could destroy her life as easily as he claims to love her. Sidwell's strategy. Is Ava an asset or a liability? From Sidwell's perspective, Ava is much more than an alluring companion. Her history with Sonny, which makes her the mother of Avery Corinthos, transforms her into both a valuable potential ally and a dangerous liability. Sidwell's courtship is laced with motive. Ava's knowledge of Sonny's vulnerabilities, secret dealings, and personality quirks could tip the scales in Sidwell's ongoing war against the Corinthos empire. Yet Ava is alert to the deeper game. She recognizes that her connection to Sonny could make her both powerful and expendable. Analysts speculate that Sidwell's calculated charm may disguise a willingness to use Ava ruthlessly, extracting information and discarding her when she's no longer useful. In this chess match, Ava isn't just a pawn. She could become a queen, or she could lose everything if she misjudges Sidwell's intentions even once. The looming shadow of betrayal. Port Charles has a long memory, and Ava's history of betrayal remains vivid in viewers' minds. Whether it was Nicholas's manipulations or previous power plays among the city's elite, Ava's alliances often crumble under the weight of conflicting ambitions. With two master manipulators now drawn together, the tension is at a fever pitch. The possibility of a spectacular betrayal hangs over every scene, making it clear that trust, if it exists at all, will be fleeting and fraught with risk. Sonny Corinthos, who has always gone to extremes to protect his family and territory, represents the uncontrollable variable in this equation. Should Sonny ever perceive the Ava-Sidwell pairing as a genuine threat, he could retaliate viciously using their shared daughter Avery as leverage, igniting a war that no one in Port Charles can predict or control. The danger of real emotions. What makes this storyline uniquely compelling is the chance that real feelings could complicate everything. If Sidwell truly develops feelings for Ava, it could disrupt his unbreakable strategic discipline, exposing him to danger and potentially sabotaging his own ambitions. For Ava, meanwhile, catching true feelings again could shatter the well-constructed armor she's built to protect herself against another round of heartbreak. Fans are left to wonder how far these characters are willing to go for power, love, or revenge. The emotional stakes skyrocket not just because the romance is sizzling, but because every alliance formed in Port Charles comes with a loaded gun under the table. And every declaration of love could double as a declaration of war. A game that could reshape Port Charles. The possibility of a Jerome Sidwell alliance is sending shockwaves through the soap's fandom, igniting debates about how radically they could alter the city's landscape. Were these two to unite, their combined resources and formidable intellects could turn Sonny's world upside down, forging new rivalries, betrayals, and unexpected partnerships throughout the community. Yet history teaches caution. Such alliances rarely end peacefully. With the constant specter of betrayal and retribution looming over them, fans are bracing for twists that might topple empires and ruin lives in the blink of an eye. What's next for Ava and Sidwell? As we move further into November, expect the tension between Ava and Sidwell to escalate, launching fresh schemes, dangerous alliances, and high-stakes gambits. Insiders suggest that upcoming episodes will blur the line between strategy and genuine intimacy, setting the stage for decisions that could define Ava's future and rewrite the rules for every powerful player in Port Charles. Next, We will learn about the fascinating journey of Erika Slezak, a true icon in the world of daytime television, while exploring her recent and memorable involvement in the General Hospital universe through the character Ronnie. Alongside a deeper look at Slezak's extraordinary background and the dramatic layers added to Port Charles with her presence. Erika Slezak, a soap opera titan. Few names resonate as strongly in the annals of daytime drama as Erika Slezak, whose storied 42-year tenure as Victoria Vicky Lord on One Life to Live made her a permanent fixture in the hearts of millions. Her reputation precedes her, as fans and industry professionals alike recognize not only her remarkable longevity, but also her profound ability to breathe life into multifaceted characters. Her arrival on General Hospital as Ronnie was met with excitement, curiosity, and a flood of speculation about what her arc would bring to Port Charles. Ronnie's arrival, a storm in Port Charles. Ronnie's entrance to Port Charles was rooted in sorrow but quickly expanded into chaos and intrigue. She arrived quietly, drawn by the recent news of her sister Monica's passing, an event that sent shockwaves through the tight-knit Quartermaine family. Rather than intrude on the deeply private funeral proceedings, Ronnie chose the solace of the Quartermaine crypt, where fate introduced her to Tracy Quartermaine, the family's steely matriarch known for her razor-sharp wit and uncompromising attitude. The encounter between these two powerful women instantly set the tone for drama, blending awkward introductions with simmering tension. Despite being a relative newcomer in town, Ronnie found herself swiftly enveloped in the Quartermaine family's labyrinth of loyalties and rivalries. The pain of having to explain her connection to Monica, as well as the mystery surrounding why Monica never mentioned her, cast Ronnie into the household spotlight. Her sincerity, vulnerability, and sometimes unyielding approach meant she was often at odds with Tracy, yet managed to find genuine, heartfelt moments with other Quartermaine members, offering viewers a rich tapestry of family conflict and reconciliation, tea party turmoil and betrayal. To formally introduce Ronnie to the women of Port Charles, the Quartermaines hosted a posh tea party at their grand estate. Ronnie, despite her nerves, strove to make a sincere impression, showing both her charm and the burden of her recent loss. The gathering, however, turned from cordial to chaotic when her tea was spiked by an unknown saboteur. The resulting spectacle, Ronnie behaving inebriated, sent shockwaves through the party and quickly led her to suspect Tracy as the culprit, further deepening the chasm between the two women. In a heat of anger and humiliation, Ronnie exiled Tracy from the mansion, claiming the house as her own according to Monica's final wishes. The power struggle did not end there. Ronnie found herself cornered by unexpected financial pressures, coerced into selling the family home to Drew by Martin, an unscrupulous legal adversary. The sale felt like a betrayal to the Quartermaine legacy, injecting urgency and sadness into Ronnie's Port Charles storyline. With her time in the city drawing to a close due to Erika Slezak's short-term contract, fans are left to wonder how her exit will shake up the community and what lasting effects her presence will have on the Quartermaines and Port Charles at large. Erika Slezak's artistic legacy. Born on August 5th in the heart of Hollywood, California, Erika Slezak's path seemed destined for greatness from her earliest days. She was raised in a home buzzing with creativity and a blend of languages, with German spoken before English, a nod to her family's European roots and cosmopolitan sensibilities. Erika's childhood was infused with a deep appreciation for performance, thanks to her father Walter Slezak, a Tony Award-winning actor revered for his powerful presence on both the Broadway stage and the silver screen. Walter's illustrious role in the play Fanny and his versatile filmography left a profound mark on Erika's artistic sensibilities. The Slezak family's tradition of excellence in the arts stretches even further back, with her grandfather Leo Slezak, an operatic tenor of international renown. Leo's voice drew acclaim across Vienna, Berlin, and the hallowed halls of New York's Metropolitan Opera, setting an almost mythic standard within the Slezak lineage. This intergenerational legacy infused Erika's early education with purpose and drive. She attended Sacred Heart schools in Greenwich and Philadelphia, where academics and the arts intertwined seamlessly in her personal development, training, triumphs, and a storied career. At just 17, Erika Slezak accomplished a feat few as young have ever matched. she earned admission to the Royal Academy of Dramatic Art in London, one of the world's most prestigious acting institutions. As one of the youngest students to ever walk its storied halls, she gained technical prowess and an appreciation for both classic and innovative forms of theater. This achievement was more than a personal milestone. It highlighted Erica's commitment to refining her craft and honoring her family's legacy. Her career-defining moment arrived in 1971 when she stepped into the role of Victoria Vicki Lord on One Life to Live. Vicki's evolution through decades of plot twists, emotional upheaval, and groundbreaking storylines allowed Erica to showcase her wide emotional range from strength and vulnerability to leadership and heartache. Her portrayal won her a record 6 Daytime Emmy Awards for Outstanding Lead Actress, an enduring testament to her talent, work ethic, and the profound connection she formed with fans. Beyond the daytime drama, new directions. Even after One Life to Live came to an end, Erica Slezak's passion for acting refused to dim. She embarked on new television adventures, leaving a memorable mark on series such as Blue Bloods, where she portrayed Donna Duvall, as well as captivating viewers as Dr. Eileen Jacoby in The Resident. Adding further warmth to her recent resume, she charmed audiences in the Hallmark Christmas special Next Stop Christmas as Aunt Mert, starring alongside Days of Our Lives' favorite Chandler Massey. These diverse roles emphasized Erica's adaptability and range, proving her to be a phenomenon beyond the soap opera sphere. Building bonds on General Hospital. On the set of General Hospital, Erica Slezak found herself in the company of another soap opera legend, Jane Elliott, who plays Tracy Quartermain. The chemistry and mutual respect between these accomplished actresses translated into powerful, nuanced scenes that delighted longtime viewers. Jane Elliott's gracious hospitality, including personally preparing Erica's dressing room, made a lasting impression on Slezak and set a tone of camaraderie and support behind the scenes. The two actresses had crossed paths only briefly decades earlier during OLTL, where Elliott visited as an observer. But their eventual on-screen collaboration brought out dynamic performances that reinvigorated Port Charles with fresh energy. The curtain falls, a lasting influence. Although Erica Slezak's stint as Ronnie is fated to be brief due to her limited contract, the echoes of her time in Port Charles will persist in the show's ongoing narrative. Storylines involving family honor, long-harbored secrets, and the complexities of inheritance are richer and more engaging thanks to her presence. Her portrayal of Ronnie intertwined humor, drama, and tragedy, reinforcing why Erica Slezak's legend continues to captivate and inspire both new generations of viewers and her devoted longtime fans. Erica Slezak's journey, whether as Vicki Lord or as Ronnie, reminds audiences of the transformative power of storytelling and the timeless appeal of characters driven by loyalty, ambition, and heart. General Hospital may be turning a page with her departure, but her legacy as one of daytime's brightest stars endures, ensuring her influence on both the show and the genre will not be forgotten.
Thanks for watching, guys. See you soon. Bye.